Sorry, Pooja, am I audible? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, yeah. So we are
Yeah.
coming here. Yes, yes. Okay. So do you know how to do this question here?
Actually, I'm not getting the accurate idea of doing this.
Okay. I did like few terms back, like 1 or 2 terms back. So let's see how it is done. So can you just read the question for me?
Yeah. A manager claims scheduling jobs based on the slack time to time taken ratio is
Okay, wait a minute.
optimum.
1 second. Slack time to time taken ratio. So slack
Yeah.
time is called as D of I minus T of I. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is the slack time, and the ratio, like scheduling is based upon,
Time.
so this slack divided by time taken.
Time
Correct?
taken.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm. So his strategy is to complete the jobs which has the least slack to the time taken ratio. So whichever is having this ratio as the least, you will complete that first, right?
Okay.
Choose the counter example to prove the strategy is not optimum. Okay. Fine. So we are given D of I and T of I. Okay. So the
Yeah.
first job and second, this is the time for the first job. This is the details for the first job and second job. Got it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So let's take the first job. Which is the first job? D of I is 15
15
minus T
minus
of
2 divided by 2,
which is going to be what?
6.5.
Yeah, 6.5. And
9 minus 4
yeah, 9 minus 4. Correct.
divided by 4, it's 1.25.
Hmm. Okay, so we have such a ratio here. Okay. So then let's go next. Let's see
Next,
what's next.
10 minus 9 divided by 9, it's zero point 0.1.
1 by 9. Right. Okay.
Then 2 minus 2 divided by 2, it's 0.
0. Okay. Then
Yeah. 10 minus 1 divided by 1, it's 9.
mhm,
Then 3 minus 2 divided by 2, it's zero point 0.5.
hmm,
Then 15 minus 9 divided by 9, it's 0.67.
6 by 9,
Point,
right?
yeah,
This is
after
6 by
solving
9.
this, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, you're right. 0.667, something like that. Right.
yeah.
Then,
Then 9 minus 4 divided by 4, 1.25.
okay. See, now what we can look at is basically these two are pair. Okay.
Yeah,
These two are pair. And these two are pair. Right. And these two are pair. Okay.
yeah,
So managing client scheduling the job. Choose the counter example to prove the strategy is not optimum. Right. So, what is happening is basically uh, this is greater than this, right?
yes,
The first job is always greater than the second job in our rest of the three
yes,
cases, right? So for the last job alone, the first case is smaller and the second case is bigger.
yes,
Okay, so hence this option is, you know, the odd one, but I'm still
yeah.
not able to like connect it. So I'm just telling you how we arrive at the answer.
Yeah, actually, I got the same point, but not get the proper point.
Okay, so this is like time taken and the deadline, right? Basically.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so let's try to draw the graph of this. Okay, starting at 0. Okay, so time taken is 2 hours and the deadline is 15 hours. So we have, let's say, 15 we have here, and then 9 we have here, right? So in this case,
Mhm.
which is the lowest slack time? This one, right?
Yeah,
9.
1.25.
Second job is having the lower slack time, so it is taking 4 hours. So 4 hours we are completing the second job, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Then for 2 hours we do the first job.
Yeah.
So in this case, I mean, what there is no deadline barrier or something like that, correct?
Yes. Yes.
We are able to complete both the tasks before the deadline.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So now let's look at the second option, second one. Similarly, I'm gonna draw.
Yes.
We have 0 here. Do you wanna go?
Hello.
I can hear some your child's noise. Do you wanna go?
No. 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 Please continue.
Fine, right? Okay, okay. No, no. Keep yourself unmuted. No problem. It's fine. No, I want you to unmute yourself. All right. So I think you're moving outside. Yeah. Are you available now?
Yes. Yes.
Good. So, so what's the first job? First job is like you have the deadline as 10, right? Hmm? And another one has a deadline of 2. We can clearly see
Two.
that, you have to do the first job first. I mean, second job first, because
Yes.
time taken is also 2 hours, deadline is also 2 hours,
Yes. Yes.
right? So if you do that, so first job, I mean, second job, if you do first, right? So then this is going to take another how many hours? So the next 9 hours will be occupied. So at the 11th hour, you'll be doing it, and the delay is how many hours is the delay? 1 hour is the
Yes.
delay.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
you do two first, and then if you do the first one, correct. So if you do the reverse 1 comma 2, what will happen? So first job will be on time, right? So basically, you will have 1 hour earlier. So but starting from second hour till till the 11, this much hours will be wasted, right? You will be delayed by the for the second job. Yes or no?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is gonna be like a bad choice. So in this case also, this proves that okay, you need to take the one with the lowest slack time, right? You get the point here.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So now we'll try it for the last case. Okay.
Yes.
I'm just keeping the other ones, right? So I think we are done with this much. Just delete these. Fine. Okay. So this is the line. So deadline is 15 here, right? Another deadline is 9, right? And according to the logic, we choose the first one first, then comes the second one, correct?
Yeah.
See, one with the lowest slack. So what is the one with the lowest slack? So it's like it's running for
9
9 hours.
hours.
Okay, so that means all the things will be occupied by first job, right? Okay,
Yeah.
and the second job, it is supposed to be given at ninth hour, but it's gonna okay if you do like this. So if you do the first job first and second job second, what is the delay in the giving submission? It's 4 hours. Are you able to understand this, Pooja?
4 hours. Yeah. Yeah.
Because after 9 only you're starting the second job,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
The deadline is 9. Yeah, at the right at the deadline you're starting it, and then it takes 4 hours, 4 more hours to complete it. 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
So
I
now,
got it.
yeah, now what if we do the reverse? Okay, first we are doing the second job. Okay, so we have 15 here, 9 here. First we are doing the second job. So it's going to take 4 hours, correct? Yes or no? Hello.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So we are doing the second job at the fourth hour, and then from starting at this point till next 9 hours, right? 4 plus 9 is going to be what? It's 13. By 13th hour, you're going to complete the first job also, right? So there is
Yes.
no delay in the submission, right? There is no lateness. So you still have 2 hours of excess.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now does this make sense for you? Now do you understand the how it is happening?
Yeah. 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 All right. All right. It's okay.
Huh. So if you can check the third option also. I'm just giving it for your exploration. Fine. Sorry for the trouble. Okay. So, fine. Let's read this question. So you're okay with this question, right? Previous question, third one.
Yes. Yes.
So now we are going to the fourth question. Tell me, Pooja, in the activity selection problem, okay, each activity I has a start time si. So si is the start time, finish time is fi. So start time is always less than the finishing time. That's always correct, right? So two or more activities cannot perform simultaneously. We will not have two or more activities simultaneously. Activity I and j are said to be non-conflicting if so. So two activities are non-conflicting if uh, okay,
There is no overlapping.
no overlapping. Exactly, that's correct. Let's take one. Let's take few activities. Okay, so this is like si, fi. Okay, let's say like sj. Okay, and fj. So this is non-conflicting. Okay, so I'll take one more example which is conflicting. Starting of I, and you have starting of j, and then now we have finishing of I, then you have finishing of j. Correct? So this is conflicting. Am I right, Pooja?
Yes, yes,
Okay, now let's compare the options here. Okay, so first option is saying, uh, I mean, they are saying like if and only if something like that. Okay, so S of I, F is less than F of J. So in this case, S of I is also less than F of J, but it is still conflicting. So this option is not correct, right? It is not necessarily, right? Hello.
yes, yes.
Mhm. So second option is saying starting time of the previous, like they are just interchanging I and J. So that is okay, right? That's still the same. Okay, Puja. Okay, now I'll go to the third option. All right. So S of I, starting time of the first job is greater than the finishing time of the greater or equal to the finishing time of the second job. That's okay. Like you're just changing the order. So this option is fine. Okay, and so Si is less than Fj. So Si is less than Fj. Correct. So that's the first condition. And starting of J is greater than the finishing of I. So which means like starting of I mean, starting of J. So here it is. See, this is a perfect example, right? There is an and condition. So this should be intuitive. Okay, you should be able to understand this. Did you
It's all
understand?
right. Yeah,
Ah, there is nothing much there to explain in that particular question there.
yeah.
That's why I did not take it too much stress. Okay, so here goes the next question, and I'll just copy this. Yeah, Pooja. So coming to this question, come on, tell me. Just read the
It's
question.
all right. It's all right. No doubt in this question.
Okay, you mute yourself. I'll just try to explain for other people so that it will be completed. All right. So it's saying that we have 8 activities with the corresponding start time and the finishing time. All right. So it might not be possible to complete all the activities since the time frame can conflict. For example, if any activity start at time 0 and finishes at time 4, right? Then other activities cannot start before 4. It can, but it can start at 4 or afterwards. Okay, what is the maximum number of activity which can be performed? Okay, so you would have seen something similar to this in the lecture also. Okay, first you start with the job which starts the earliest. Okay, how do you do that? Start earliest or finish it first? Puja, how do you do that? Puja?
Wait a minute.
Okay, so here in this case you have to start with the one which finishes the earliest. All right, so that means we are taking D. All right, so D is occupying the timeline 1 to 2. So any things conflicting with this, you have to remove. So we are going to remove this, right? So anything else which is conflicting with that, no, nothing else is there. So now this is also done, right? So we are done with this, correct? So next we go for the next job which is having the earliest finishing time, so which is 4 here, right? So that means we are choosing B. D is done. D. Okay. So D is going to be done with from 3 to 4, from 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. or something like that. You can keep like that. Okay, so sorry, I forgot to see this. See, we also have 0, so which means 0 to 7 also will be deleted during the first time itself.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hello. Hello.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Haha. So I'm doing this anyhow. You can, if you have any doubts, you can ask. All right.
Okay.
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 Great. So now we have 3 to 4. So we just need to remove all the things which conflict with the 3 and 4. Nothing else is there, right? So then we take one with the lowest finishing time. So which is 6 here. So which is job E. So this was B. Sorry, this was B, and we go to job E, which is 5 to 6. So anything which is conflicting with 5 and 6, we are going to remove that. So E is conflicting with that 5, right? And so now that we have already taken this part, okay, so now we go to the job which is next earliest finishing, which is 8, which is H. Okay, it starts from 7 and ends at 8. So anything which is conflicting with that, we are going to remove. So we don't have anything else conflicting. So and then G, right? So in this case, 10 to 11. So you can have, maximum like 5, whatever is happening, 5 tasks can be done or something like that. Okay, so that's hence the answer is 5. I think Pooja, you're okay with, you should be okay with that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, great. So I'm going to explain the next question also. Mm, just for like few minutes. It should be done in 1 or 2 minutes. All right. Hmm. So and the answer is 3. Let's read this. A machine has to rest for 4 hours mandatorily after every 5 hours of continuous work, but the machine can take rest for an hour before completion of 5 hours before and become available for the next 5 hours. Okay. So if you are going to work for like 5 hours, okay, starting from 1 to 0th hour to 5th hour, so you have to rest for 1 hour, which is going to be the 6th hour. Then you can again continuously work for next 5 hours. Okay, so by the 11th hour you can do that. So or else you can, what you can do is, you can work for like 4 hours. After 4 hours also you need to take 1 hour rest, then only you can be able to continue for work for the next 5 hours. Okay, so how do you minimize the lateness? So and they are saying that if time delivered whatever. Pooja, can you help me here in this?
Yeah. Yeah.
What should I do?
Actually, here we try to do maximum this maximum jobs in minimum time,
Correct.
maximum number of jobs.
Hmm.
So here I take firstly uh, ID number 1 for 1 hour.
Hmm. ID number. So in order to minimize the lateness, the strategy is to choose the one with the earliest deadline. Correct.
Yes, earliest deadline.
Huh. So in this case, we have two, which is the having the earliest deadline, right? So the question is like, what will be the value of lateness? That's what they are saying for all the jobs to be completed. Okay, so we start at 0, right? So next, that means due date is 2 and time required is 1. So first job you're completing it on time, right? And you
Yeah.
have worked for 1 hour, right? So next job, the earliest deadline is 7, right? So and you're, it's like you're gonna do the this job, which is the third job. So let's try if it is working. So for the next 3 hours, okay, so by the end of 4th hour you will be completing job ID 1 and job ID 3 with zero delay, right? So now that it has worked for like 4 hours, right, in total, so the next job, it is either 2 hours or it's 4 hours, right? So okay, so let's see. Mm, so we take 1 hour of rest, so which will be like 5, right? After 5th hour, uh, you will start doing the work, which is like ideally it should be the one with the lowest deadline, which is 8, and we come here, right? So work for next 4 hours, and then it's going to be 9, and then take rest, take rest for 1 hour, which is 10, right? And then after 10, you work for 2 hours. Yeah, which is 2 hours. So am I right here? Or am I going wrong? 12. Ah, acha, okay. See, in this case, so for ID2, so you're completing it at the ninth hour, right? So, but the deadline is at 8th hour. So you already have 1 hour of delay here. Delay is 1 hour here, and then here you have 2 hours extra delay, which is equal to 3, and hence the answer is 3. Am I right, Pooja?
Show it again.
See?
Yeah, it's all right.
Hmm. Okay. 1 minute. Fine. That is done. Okay, I think that's okay, right? You wanted to discuss this? Anything further? I just have a doubt. I just have a doubt. So looking at this picture, I can see that. mm, Let me draw the graph. Okay. So first, I shall try to complete the first job, as we know. So for 1 hour, it is taking first job, and we are completing it of 1 hour, right? So next, what if I do this job? So the next 4 hours, I'll be able to complete it. Correct? I'll be able to like see here we are taking two breaks and then starting the machine again. So it looks like we have 2 hours of gap. Am I right, Pooja?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I was
I
thinking
also
like,
take 4 ID number
yeah,
2
if
after
we
one.
do these two and then do these, let's see how much is the how much is the delay. Let's try that. I'm trying going to do the fourth. I mean job number 2, right? So for 4 hours. So exactly at fifth hour, it's gonna complete, right? And then so job one is done and two is done. So there is no deadline delay or anything. So we are leaving it for now. Sixth hour has come. All right. So at the sixth hour, you're going to do the these things can be done. So first I'll try to do the one with the lowest. Just like 3 hours, right? So, after 3 hours means 9. So at this point itself, you are getting a delay of 2 hours. Am I right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So while doing this job, you're getting a delay of 2 hours, and you have it here, right? And then, uh, huh,
Doing 0 ID, it's delay 1 hour also.
correct. Now we are going to do this 2 hours, right? And then that means it's going to be again 1 hour. Huh?
A 1 hour delay.
Yeah. So 10, which is like 1 hour delay. Okay.
Completed.
Yeah, completed. 2 hours is completed. All the jobs are completed. Still, the delay is 3, right?
It's
I don't
same.
know. It's coming up same. Maybe fine. I don't know. But in this, let's go ahead with the next question. All right. In this case, it's coming up fine.
Yeah.
Great. Uh-huh. So we'll come to this after we learn about Huffman coding. All right. So for are you available, Puja here? Hmm?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just need your attention for some time.
Do not have any doubt in this.
You don't have any doubt in this?
Yeah, it's clear.
You, okay, it's clear. Okay, fine. Then, so what about the rest of the questions? Ninth question and 10th question?
It's okay, no doubt.
All the questions you don't have any doubt.
Yeah.
If you don't have any doubt, you can leave. Like you have to leave, right? I'll try to explain these and complete the video. All right.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Bye 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 bye.
Bye.
All right. So this question is like we have received a message like this, encoded in the Huffman coding A B C D E blah 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 blah. Okay. So Huffman coding, what it means is like for A it is 0 0, and then B, see you travel left then right. So 0 1, right? For C it represents 1 and 0. Okay. So for D it is going to be 1 1 0, and E it is going to be 1 1 1. All right. So this is what the encoding is. Okay. So and we just need to take that number. I'll just take make it bigger, right? So simple. How to do this question? This question is very very easy. How we can do is basically see, whenever you see you have 100, right? Let's say after 10, if you see 10 in this, put a break. All right. So then we have 0 1, fine. So we don't have triple zero, but double zero we have, fine. Again double zero. I can see double b, which is 10, sorry 0 1, then double zero 0 1. So do we have double one? No, but 1 1 0 is there, right? We have 1 1 0, yeah. And then we have triple one, right? And then what do we have here? 1 0 is there. We have double zero, right? So 1 1 0, and then 1 0, right? So for 1 0, it is going to be C B A A B A. 0 1 is again B D E C A D and C. Okay, so let's check the answer with this. C B A A B A B D E C A D C. All right, so we got the answer correct. So this is how you do for the Huffman coding for this question. All right, that's the answer for the question. Then coming to this question, okay, how to find this question, how to find the answer. Okay, so entire message is used in a character set of A B C D E. So we are gonna, like, only 5 letters are there, and then with the 5 letters you're gonna create some characters. I mean, some letter or message or something like that. A table is probability of each character. Fine. A message of 100 characters. Okay. So this is gonna give us 100 characters with these letters. All right. So and these are the probability for the characters. All right. So encoding, which of the following is expected length of the encoded message in bits? Okay, so they are saying that how much is the, okay, what is a bit? So if you can see the previous, if you take the previous example, I just copied this image. All right. I'm just checking something. 1 minute. Hmm. Okay. So this one, you guys have to. There is a different way to do this. I'll talk about that later. Okay. So now that we have five five things are there, right? Or 5 characters are there. How do you do this basically? Uh, so it's 0.22 times 1000. All right. So that's one thing. But you have to think that, so we'll have, this is the structure for 5 characters. All right. So this is how the 5 character structure will look like. Okay. So the one with the maximum probability will take this position. All right. So this is the second maximum, and then this is the third, fourth, and fifth. So sorry. I mean, yeah, that's right. First maximum, second maximum, something like that. All right. Once again, I'll just go inside. All right. So here we are back. So come. So this is the first maximum. So I'm going to write it in the ascending order: 0.34, 0.22, 0.19, 0.17, 0.08. Okay. So this is going to take 2 bits, right? And multiplied by 1000. Okay. Again, this is going to take 2 bits multiplied by 1000. This is going to occupy 3 bits. Oh, sorry, no. Again, still 2 bits, right? So 1 0, 1 and 0. So this is going to be like again 2 bits into 1000, right? So this is going to occupy 3 bits into 1000. This is going to occupy 3 bits into 1000. Okay, so this is what we have. And then Let me just calculate. Have a calculator. So it's ideally, I'm sorry, number 2000 plus 2000 plus 2000 plus 3000 plus 3000 divided by 5. Okay, wait a minute. Something is missing here. So we don't need to do it like that. I think these all sum up to 1, right? Basically. So let's do that. So it's basically when you multiply this with 1000, right? So these all will become 340, 220, blah blah blah, stuff like that. Okay, I'm going to use it like that. So 340 times 2 plus 220 times 2. 2 refers to the 2 bits. Okay, plus 19 times, so I'm sorry, 190. Okay, let's ignore that and times 20. I'm doing it like that. Okay, then 170 times 3 plus it's 80 times 3. See, you arrive at the answer 2250. So this is how, just like how I used to do it in the earlier with the formula, and this is how you get the number of uh, expected length of the encoded message in the bits. Got it? Hope that's clear. Mhm. And here we come to the last one. Copy image. Answer the Huffman tree. Go for encoding valid and invalid. Okay, fine. So this is easy. This is easy. How to do this? I'll just show it in a second. Same thing. So whatever we have, you just write it. A equal to 0, 0, 0, and B equals 0, 0, 1, 0. I'm just doing like 0, 0, 1, and 0. Okay, and C is going to be 0, 0, 1, 1. Okay, D is going to be 0, 1. Okay, E is going to be 1, 0, and F is going to be 1, 1. Right. So that's just like how we used to do. So double zero we don't have, double zero, 1, 1 I have. Okay, I split like this. 0, 1 we have, then 1, 0 we have, right? Again 1, 1 we have. So I'll just take this. Okay, next is double zero, 1, 0. Yeah, we have it, and we have a triple zero. Okay, so this is a valid encoding. Okay, so these two options are like according to the question, which are the invalid encoding. We'll see why these two are invalid. All right, so 1, 0 again, 1, 0 again, 1, 0 again, right? If you just see 1, 0, 1, 0, you can just match it. You don't need to worry about will there be anything like 1, 0, 1, 1 or something like that. That's what Huffman coding speciality is. All right. Okay, so 11. Hmm? We have 11 there, and then do I have 0, 1? Yes, I have 0, 1. I have 0, 1 again, and then do I have triple zero? Yes. Do I have triple zero? Yes. Do I have 1, 0? Yes. Do I have 0, 1, 1? No. So this is not. This is not a valid Huffman coding. All right. So and we come to this one also. Similarly, 11, 00, 11. How do I have 10? Yes. Do I have 0010? Yes. Do I have 0010? Yes. Do I have 1000? Like now I need to look at 10, right? Then 00. No, this is also not a valid Huffman coding. All right. Now I'll go to the last option. I'll leave the second option for you guys. All right. So we do double one is there. Then I can see a 10, and I can see another 10, and then I saw like double one was there, right? And then 1, 0, yeah, that's 10 again. So do I have 0, 1? Yes. 0, 0 again, yes. Double one, yes. Triple zero, yes. And we have double one, right? So this is also valid encoding, right? So if you want to be written, if you want this to be written in letters, okay, let's read it. F. So next is 10 is E. Next is again 10, which is E. Next is again 11, which is F. Okay, then I have a 10, which is E again. What else do I have? I have 0, 1, which is D, right? And then again 0, 1, D. Again, I have 11, which is F, right? Then I have triple zero, which is A, right? And then I have 11, which is F. So something like that. You just need to like, this is how we are seeing the previous question, right? So this is how you get the thing, right? So that's all for this week, guys. So there is, okay, one question we left. Sorry for that. Almost forgot. Okay, which of the following is true about the Huffman coding? Yeah. So Huffman code algorithm generates prefix code. So whatever code we are having, right? So this is called as prefix code, which means that, okay, uh, so if you're having triple zero, if triple zero is coming up, so there will be no encoding for any character which starts with triple zero, or something like which starts with 0010, which there is no encoding going, which is going to be like 0011. So if you have 11, no other character will have 11 at the start. 10, no other character. 01, no other character. 0011, no other character will have. So that's what is called as prefix code. And yeah, so it generates the prefix code. It's based on a greedy approach. Yes, it's based on the greedy approach. Complexity of k log k, that you need to look into the code. But yeah, it's going to be k log k. Optimal Huffman tree, leaf x is depth smaller than the leaf y, then frequency of x is less than or equal to y. Mm, depth is smaller, then yeah. So this is just the opposite. So you would have seen the previous question, right? See in this question. So whichever is having the more frequency will have the lowest depth. Okay. So in this case, it's saying like x is at the smallest depth, where x is going to be having the lower frequency. It's not the case, all right? So that should be greater than or equal to. So that's all for today, guys. See you later.